got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set! Ultra! Check you! Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Let's go!
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's got it. Touchdown. Ray McCloud, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the gun, it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 15-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Hill. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's go.
A final shot before half for Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
No option to the short side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Now Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackle to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Okay, ready? Going to be rail.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with McCaffrey off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tua now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. They're probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. 119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. McCaffrey running up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Double 38. Ready?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's Byron Jones breaking up that play before it could really get started. So the victory here for San Francisco. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks